What's up? What's up, my guys? Welcome to another episode, another show, another live video. Jay Money and the Shark, NBA Talk with Jay, man. Y'all know what's up. My guy here. I'm your host, Jay Money. That's my guy, Shark and Sports, Sharky Waters Nation, all this, man. My guy Shark, what's up, man? You good? We coming off that win yesterday with the Hawks. What we doing, man? Let's go today, man. Let's juice up. You good? My guy, how was your day yesterday?
Fantastic. Just another day in the life, a moment in time, an opportunity to be great. You know, looking back on Twitter yesterday, I saw Trae Young actually posted about 7 hours before the game. What an opportunity to be great. I was like, Trae Young, I just bet your side, and now you're telling me these great truths of the mind, my man. And we're trying to find great truths of the mind, truths of the NBA today. Big card. Some nice spots, I have to say. And where do we want to begin?
Yeah, I'm just retweeting on Twitter, my guys. Let everybody know we live right now. Always paying attention, man. So let's see what you want to do, man. Let's go with the marking game because we have a couple of TNT games today where a lot of people are gonna be locked in, my guy, today, ready. You know what I'm saying? Ready to see what's up. I think my guy froze there. We're gonna bring him back in though. We're gonna bring him back in, man. But it's a TNT game today. We got a couple of TNT games, man. We're gonna let my guy restart. He'll get back in here. But y'all know. So what's up, Isaiah, Gus, Matteo? There you go. My guy, you good?
Yeah, sorry. I think the bookies called and they said, hold on, I'm about to drop some damn good players here. Unbelievable. Sorry about that.
No, it happens, bro. You know how it is. The people behave and they don't want us to cash, and they don't want us to cash. But hey, if they're riding with us, they want to. But it's a couple of TNT games, man. Really good games. I have bets on both of them. A rare thing. I really don't like betting on like coin flip type of games or games that what I'm saying are on like national TV. You know what I'm saying? But I like the angles today. I like the spots, I like the matchups, the narratives, numbers. Everything's there for me today. Let's go to the first one, my guy. We have the Nets versus the Bucks here. Bucks are laying 2 here in this spot. Was 2.5. I end up hopping on Nets plus 2.5 this morning, my guy. Like I said, I didn't take the money line. I do think that the Nets will win. Obviously, it's a revenge game. The only thing I don't like the fact here, Shari, is that Kyrie is going through his first Ramadan. He's not necessarily used to how his body being used to playing basketball while Ramadan. That's the only part. But I don't think that Giannis going for 49. They only win by 3. I just think they'll have a little bit better defensive effort here off of 2 straight losses. The Bucks have been showing that they're kind of just messing around with lineups, getting ready for the playoffs. Like I said, I like the Nets here in revenge spot. Give me the Nets plus the 2.5. Okay, plus the 2. I'll go with plus 2 official.
Yeah, when I first looked at this game, of course, the natural lean is 100% Brooklyn. Nothing here for me, and I'll tell you why. I just don't really love the fact that Milwaukee plays such a similar game repeatedly against these teams. They did beat the 76ers 3 times in a row. They did play them back-to-back at home, and they beat and covered twice in a row recently. Others, Boston 3 times, 1 early season, 2 later season. Boston played them tight every time. The straight-up environment was a little bit abstract, but tight games. So you get covers and blowouts against Philly. You get tight ones against Boston. And, of course, now you come back to the center, you get tight ones against Brooklyn. 125, 123 on the road, right on the number. And the last game, 117, 114 on a 2.5, right on the number. And you said it yourself. You don't usually like betting primetime games, best teams, most sharply graded games. My fear here is just that we are absolutely coin flipping. I don't dislike the Nets. Obviously, revenge spot off an L2. You're going to get a motivated spot. Again, it's just really sharp for me. Jay?
Exactly. Razor sharp, but I'm going with my guy Shark here. Number yesterday for the Bucks was -3. The fact that it's coming back to -2, 1.5 really shows weight and strength towards the Nets here. So Nets for me, regards to that, but I am going to go with a little Sharky point there. It was 3 yesterday. If they open it again at 3, it will be strength saying, okay, Bucks probably come and smack them again. It going down to 2, showing the Nets they probably come to play here. We know it was a coin flip game the last game. They probably could have got it done that one. Like I say, I think they'll have a little bit better defensive effort against Giannis mainly. You have to obviously Holiday and Middleton are going to get their points. You have to double team Giannis and make sure everybody make the rest of the team beat you. So obviously the Bucks are the better defensive team. Nets are better offensive in my opinion, my guy. I'm going with the Nets in revenge game. Anything can happen if I do lose. I think these TNT games, I love it, guys, because it usually goes dog, and then one dog, one fave. You see what I'm saying? that's what we're going with tonight. If the Bucks do catch, I won't feel so good about my later play, my guys. But let's go to the next one here. We have Mavs versus the Heat. What's up, Ski? I see you, my guy. Yeah, I got to go with revenge. I don't really even say revenge game, Jaden Moore, but I am going with I'm staying off the Pelicans today, but I am going with the Nets, my guys. Mavs versus Heat. Mavs versus Heat, next game up. Heat laying 3.5 over here. There's no way in hell I'm laying points with the Heat right now. It's a bum of a team this year. It's not the same Heat. Like they're being graded like they're the Heat from last year, my guys. This is not. I've seen it too many times. It's not the same Heat squad. Shark, what you liking in this one, my guy?
I'm going through my hat selection here. I have a fade hat coming up, and I need to find it. Do we have it? Yes, we do.
Put that Nets hat on.
Fade hat engaged.
Oh no, not the fade. I don't do the fade. I don't like the fade hat. I'm sorry, bro. I'll tell you. I'm strictly if I'm putting the hat on. Look, I got something for you. Because I'm not with the fade. I gotta be with it. I gotta be with it, or you see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying I don't like the fade. It kind of put the juice on the other ones. No, fuck that. No, but you got the fade, I got the ride. But I don't have playing this game, Shark. But what you liking, my guy?
I like this a lot. So for anybody who decides not to watch the video and just has a snapshot of what's going on here, they have no clue what's going on because it's the exact opposite of what we're wearing. I am on Dallas Mavericks +3. And of course, the first thing we do look at is the line, right? When Miami played at Dallas, they laid 1.5. They lay 3 here. We need this to be at 4.5. It's showing at least 2.5 points of strength to Dallas. And we take it to yesterday. I said this on the air yesterday. The problem with taking Memphis was that it was the exact same line gap. Memphis laid 1.5 on the road, came home and laid 3 against the Knicks. And what happened? The Knicks beat them again. And then you go a little bit deeper here. Dallas is off an 0-2 ATS stretch and an absolutely pathetic effort at home against Sacramento. Dallas needs the game. They need the upward movement. Further, Dallas on the road at the East has played incredibly well. Recently, wins outright at Brooklyn, at Boston, at New York. And if you really look at the functionality of the Boston situation, it correlates directly to this. The line, when it came back at Boston, stuck towards Dallas. We said it on the air. When they went into New York, the line was stronger than it was at home. So you can actually see that the books have a good snapshot as to how Dallas plays in these environments on this number. And I think it's telling you a great story. I think Dallas catches them napping tonight, and I think Dallas wins the game outright. That's my top play of the day. Dallas +3.
And look, in the last few times after the Mavs have lost a game, and we know that their past 3 losses have pretty much come to the Kings. After that, they reel off 3 straight wins. So I don't know what is crazy about it. They lose versus the Kings, have a letdown, and then they go reel off 3 straight wins. So, and like I say, I could see the Mavs here winning this one. Obviously, you'd like to take the points just to be. So you say you got it at +3, I think. Let me see, 3.5. It's 3.5 a few spots. It is some 3s out there, but mainly 3.5s, guys. Catch that hook. Yo, they lose by 3. So I'm saying I always like taking the points, man. Like I said, even with the Nets game, I'm taking the 2.5. It could be a close game. They lose by 1 or 2, I still cash. Obviously, I think they're going to win. Taking some small spread like that, I wouldn't argue sprinkling on the money line. But like I said, I always like taking points just because anything can happen. Heavy lean to Mavs for me, guys. If I had to play this game, I would wholeheartedly be on Mavs +3.5. I know Porzingis is kind of doubtful. Kleber's questionable, but regardless who playing, the Mavs are a deep team, guys. They still have backup like Willie Cauley-Stein, Boban Marjanovic. They got Powell. See what I'm saying? You know Luka, as long as he come to play. The boys, obviously the Heat have a good defensive team, but they're not the same team this year, guys. This Mavs are nothing for me. I think they're a better team than them this year, and they're coming off a loss with some motivation, my guy. Yeah, let's go to the next game. Let's go to the next game here. Okay. Warriors versus the Pelicans. The Pelicanos. Pelican fly. The boys did not come to play yesterday. Got down 20 early. Showed some fight, Shark. So I must say, for their motivation today, for their psyche, they showed that they could get it down to a 6-point game. What happens after that? You let them go on the 8-0, 10-0 run and get it back up to 17-18. The Pelicans, I don't know what to say about the team. The main problem I have with them is that they're so poorly coached. When the players come to play, and that's the only thing that matters when they're on the court, because the coaches have something to matter, but if the players really come to ball, the coaching shit won't matter. You see what I'm saying? So it should be their motivation is kind of slipping, Shark. What you thinking in this one? Does Steph get hot once again, or do the Pelicans get their revenge today?
My second play of the day is New Orleans 1.5 here. And I said it yesterday. I said it on our show here. I said it on Twitter. This team needs to get their ass kicked before they get focused. And what happened yesterday? They got their ass kicked. So now you find themselves in the buy spot. And then you go through the situations that the Dubs have played these back-to-backs on the road this year. They've split all of them. There was 2 at the Spurs, dead splits. And the one that I really like, at Memphis, they went in there and won the first one with authority, 116-103. It came back the next. Memphis covered on a -7. The line hovered around. This is hovering around. It's not moving too much left, right, or center from yesterday. And again, I just think it really connects with what New Orleans is doing. Also, if you go through New Orleans' schedule, it's a little bit deceiving as to how supposedly bad they are. They lay an egg game like once every 7 or 8 games, and otherwise they're competent. They beat down these teams at home on revenge games, and then they hover against everybody else. And if you really go through it, I'm going to go through it just for a quick second because I like to do this as I call schedule scaling, where you can really get the environmental analysis in their mind versus the actual ATS outcome. So let me just go through the last like 7 or 8 games here real quick. Okay, so we come off of a loss at home against the Nets in which they were laying points, which we said actually on the air, or I said actually we weren't going on there, that they didn't function well as a home favorite, laying points to a Nets team that was undermanned. So that was, of course, 100% what should have happened. They lost. Then they blew out the Magic, which I said, of course, not on this show because it was a great line number and they were pissed. So of a loss, they're pissed, they blow them out. Then they come home, the Spurs line number, 110-108 loss, but that was a sticky line number. It told the whole story. Then Clippers, they blow out the Clippers again on a great number. Loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. See what I'm saying? It's a trend here. Then they go into the Nuggets and cover. Then they blow out the Thunder. Then they push against the Wolves. Then they come home off a trip and lay an egg. Notice none of those games were eggs unless it was the Brooklyn one way back. So they played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight good games and laid an egg yesterday. So now this is the bounce back. New Orleans is connecting with all the boxes. New Orleans 1.5. Let's go, gentlemen.
Got you. Yeah, I couldn't talk you off, man. Like I say, initially I wanted to hop on them. I do think both of the two teams that had the so in all honesty, there's very small percentage of the times that I take the team back to back. Sometimes the team is just better than them, but like you say, oftentimes you will get the team that's more motivated. Let alone on the other side, you get a team that kind of lets down. So just be interested to see what happens here. Can they guard Curry better? With Lonzo Ball is questionable here. I must say I'm not a big fan of Lonzo Ball. I do think that he was the main player that really held them down yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So if he doesn't play today, I do think that the Pelicans will get better. But still, Eric Bledsoe, you have to chase Curry. Like as hot as he is right now, like you said, he's playing with confidence. I'm watching last night. Like I think this is a guy that we're not going to really appreciate until after he's done playing. Like the stuff that he's doing, he is hot right now, guys. So me personally, I'm staying off this game. I couldn't talk anyone off Pelicans. It is their home arena. It's the very next night and revenge spot. I just don't like the fact that their motivation to make the playoffs is slipping. And if the Warriors really want to put a foot on their neck, this would be the 2 games to do it. So that's the only thing that's keeping me off, and they're terrible as coach, my guys.
Yeah, and just if you guys, and I'm looking at the chat, and of course we respect the hell out of everybody. Everybody's saying they suck, they suck, they suck.
That's when they cash. That's when teams cash, bro.
And hold on. Did anybody just listen to what I said about the last 8 games? They played 1 bad game in the last 8. They don't suck. It's very situational. And the reason why people think they suck is because recency bias. They watched them get lit last night. Capping in a effective way is not about looking at the recent history and assuming it's going to replicate itself today. That's all I'll say, and let's move on.
Exactly. Like I say, man, I can see them boys getting some revenge there. Just because I'm not on it doesn't mean that it's not gonna cash, or just that I don't think that it's gonna cash, my guys.
Absolutely.
What are we gonna do? What you think about the Suns versus Cavs spot, bro? I must say I don't have a whole lot on, but the Suns they do play the Hawks tomorrow, first game of back-to-back. We've been seeing the Suns they are laying double digits on the road here. We know that the Cavs don't really have a whole lot of motivation, but they have pissed Colin Sexton off. He's saying that he's gonna come to play these last few games to show everybody up. I'll be honest, it's call me crazy, but I really have a heavy lean to the Cavs here, plus the points, bro. It's probably not something I'll be playing, but it's just a lean, just how I look at the games. What you think? We know the Suns are probably one of the best teams in the league. They play hard every single night.
Yeah, this one is definitely a toss for me. A couple counterpoints to taking the Cavs. I don't like the fact that the Cavs covered on the road at Phoenix. You remember we had that going back about 2.5 months.
Yeah, Chris Paul said out that game.
I just don't love that because I just think when you kind of zoom out a little bit, I don't necessarily think the Cavs should cover both against the Suns this year. And I do think, particularly in this campaign without fans, you do see the propensity to be covering on the road without fans. And the other team comes into your stadium. There's no home court advantage. They blow you out. And Phoenix has been covering these big lines all year. They did not cover the last one against Oklahoma City, which is, again, another buy point to Phoenix off of the tank. They laid 15 points and won by 3, 123-120. Of course, Cleveland is on an L6, which makes them a bye. But again, you're seeing what I'm saying. There's just a hell of a lot of merge dynamics for me on this one.
Exactly. Yeah, not a whole lot of motivation. The only motivation I can see for the Cavs is that like College Sexton's pissed. Everybody talking about. Other than that, and like I say, Suns back to back, first game back to back. Do travel from Cleveland to Atlanta tomorrow. It just be like I say, these are Eastern Conference teams versus a Western Conference opponent. So these, I just don't think that the Suns will take this one. You don't really want to go into the playoffs with an injury. Your top 2 seed for sure, 1, 2. You see what I'm saying? So. Like I say, the motivation theory in there, I would probably take the Cavs. It's just for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Me personally, I just want to talk about Raptors versus Clippers. But if you like, my guy, if you have some words for Hornets or Pistons or Kings versus Thunder, what you doing? Are we fading the Thunder once again? What, easy spot or what?
I have
not
some
easy,
words.
but you know what I mean.
I have some words for these teams. Sacramento Kings, fire your coach. Oklahoma City Thunder, you are tanking professionally. Charlotte
fire
Hornets,
your team.
100%. Charlotte Hornets, I like what you got going on there. I see you, LaMelo. And Detroit Pistons, the most boring team in professional basketball. Let's move forward. Let's go to the West Coast. 10 p.m. national game, TNT. Clippers on an L3. J Money, what do we have going on here?
Man, look here. I'm not saying to go and get a haircut, line up, none of that, my guys. But I do like the Clippers. Clippers, my best spot of the day. Like I said, I was thinking, I'm like kind of like the Nets, Clippers, even. But if I had a top, guys, Clippers for me. I like the Clippers here, bounce back. And you know what? I kind of like them. I like them almost even more because they're off of 3 straight losses now. You see what I'm saying? So they lost the last game to the Nuggets. Just simply didn't come. They went up 18-7. Like they came to play and they kind of fell asleep. Oh, it's gonna be easy when that timeout. Oh, we got this. No, Nuggets come back out 10-0 run, and the game was never the same there. Patrick Beverly, questionable, upgrade to questionable, likely coming back. I think the Clippers starting to get back to their full strength. I do think they know that they have to get into gear for playoff mode just for the Lakers. Not even that. On the other side, I think it's a fade against the Raptors. I have a buy spot and I have a fade spot. This is the top play, man. Fading the Raptors here. This is the last game of their little 4-game road trip, all on this West Coast or whatever. Oh, day off in LA. Lowry super happy out last game. Which club y'all went to, man? The strip club. Them boys went out and partied or something. I could see them boys looking hungry. I think they get their ass smacked tonight, man. Clippers by 20 plus. I'm going with full game minus 9.5. Clip show for me. Clippers Nation. Kawhi, Paul George, everybody. Beverly, get your ass in there. It's time to come to ball. Raptors don't have a whole lot to play for. You won your championship. Kawhi playing against his old squad. Give me the Clips, my guy.
Yeah, I would tend to agree here. This is not going to be official for me. Excuse me. I might sprinkle a little bit late night, however. I said this last night. I might sprinkle it on Lakers. I did throw a half unit person. I think it's a great side. And I think what you said is absolutely correct. One corollary I really like here is when the Clippers caught Washington at home. And Washington is kind of similar to the Raptors in terms of their weighting and, Eastern Conference, but a little outside of the playoffs. Of course, they've caught a lot of wind here. But at that point in time, Washington was off a couple wins. And the Clippers were off a loss, and the Clippers annihilated Washington by 25 points. And you see this happen frequently. They will catch teams like this and just absolutely blow them out. Of course, they're on an L3. And the last point, this is what happened last night with Denver. Denver played the back-to-back in LA. You catch the Raptors here off of a huge effort. I mean, they played an incredibly efficient offensive basketball game 2 nights ago. Now they're overnight in LA. They get an angry Clippers team. I agree. Clippers by at least 12 here.
Yeah, I like them. I said, I know in theory, and so maybe in theory, so the Raptors would want to come and show up versus Kawhi or whatever. Maybe Lowry won the ball out. I just don't think they'll have that same type of success that they did in LA. Like, this is not the Lakers. You see what I'm saying? This is the Clippers. They're really built a whole different type of team. They actually have guards over there. They actually move the ball. The ball isn't sticking. They play good defense. You know what I'm saying? So the Lakers just simply didn't come to play. The Raptors did. Me personally, I think that the Raptors could have smacked I think that the Lakers could have smacked them that night. It just really just fell asleep at the wheel. So this Clippers team is coming out motivated. They're off 3 straight losses. They're not falling asleep at no damn wheel. They're finna come out and trying to smack them into the oblivion. They're finna try and smack the shit out them boys by 50. Like, I see it. I know it because they need a get right game. I feel like this is the get right game. And you play the Lakers after this. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna try to go on a little run. You play the Lakers, the Knicks, and then you play the Raptors again over there in, I was finna say, in Toronto, in Tampa Bay. Maybe they turn up then. This is not a good spot for them. Like I say, this was third game in 4 nights. This is the 4th game of their road trip before they go back to the house. Off day in LA. All this, man. I think they not even lay down. I think the Clippers step up, motivated spot. They're laying 9.5. It's like, oh, why would we lay 9.5 with the Clippers here? Off L3, all this, man. Just lost. I'm laying it. Clippers for me, my guy. Shark, break them off with your officials, my guy.
Streets of Miami, not South Beach. I think it's in Brickell, but it is in Miami, not the home locker room. Dallas Mavericks +3, traveling very well off lackluster outcomes at the East. Line correlates directly to the functionality. Boston home, Boston away, and New Orleans Pelicans -1.5. The revenge game. Again, they do not suck. They suck situationally. They bounce back. Once you beat their ass, they get pissed. Watch them play ball tonight. And I will be at late night hanging out with my man, J Money Cash Money, on the West Coast, 10 p.m. Staples, Clippers, -9.5. J Money, close them out.
I appreciate you, my guy. And I may ride with you. I might sprinkle on that Pelicans as well. Like I say, I'm a firm believer. If Lonzo Ball's ruled out, the line will really go to Warriors. And I think Steven Adams will probably come in for the Pelicans. I could see him because if the Pelicans lose this game, their season literally is over for sure. Like literally one game. So if you have any other, this is their last stand. No lie. I actually don't mind being on spots like that where it's like this is the last one. Like this is put up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? If you lose that one, then you know to stay away from every single game. But and I'm with Shark. When people come in the chat and tell us and they dog the play, that motherfucker cashes, my guys. Nets +2.5. I'll go with official +2 on the Nets. Clippers, the Clippers -9.5 is my top play. I feel a lot more confident on that one, but still, I'm on Nets as well. I like both of them. I'm still on one unit of both, but Clippers -9.5 top play. Then I'm going with Nets +2.5. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sprinkle a little something on the Pelicans. Wait to see what's up. I need Lonzo's bum ass to be ruled out. I need him out. But we appreciate everybody for watching, guys. Even if you don't like the plays in the chat, in all honesty, we appreciate everybody. It's all about taking what you really like. You see what I'm saying? It's your money. We're not betting with your money. You're not betting with ours. We always ask you guys bet responsible. One unit. Oh, they want one unit. We're saying it's 1 unit of your bankroll, Shark. Let them know about the bankroll management, guy.
Yeah, I mean, this is a longer conversation than just 10 to 20 seconds. But what I always say,
take your time.
Don't expect professional results unless you treat the endeavor professionally. That means you're betting every day, you're taking time, you're respecting the endeavor, and more than anything, you're respecting yourself. What does that mean? It means not going out and partying and being an asshole. It means not tailing 10 different cappers. It means not just throwing random in-game bets. It means not tripling down on a bet because it looks good in the fourth quarter. And it means holding 50 units in a separate bank account for this. You bet 100 a game, have $5,000 set aside. You don't use it for any sort of needs, your rent, your food, nothing. Let it grow separately. Be patient. Listen to guys like us. We'll get you there over time.
Exactly, my guy, man. We're just trying to help you guys. You see what I'm saying? We're trying to help you bet, man. We know how to bet. You dig what I'm saying? We know how to do this. We have the plays, everything. We could just go and bet them, but we decided to come on here and try to share our knowledge with you and share our plays with you. So if you can, man, we need 500 likes today, man. We need 500 likes. We're doing this out of the kindness of our heart. Don't mind doing it, but y'all look out for us, man. It goes a long way. Let's cash today. My guys on one more time. Sorry. Just to end the video. Some people scroll right to the end. Sorry, my guy.
Do not be sorry. We have all the time in the world. Tuesday afternoon at 2:34 p.m. Eastern. Dallas Mavericks +3 traveling to Miami. New Orleans Pelicans hosting the Warriors in a revenge battle. And, of course, the late night in Staples. Clippers -9.5.
Let's do it, my guy. Clippers -9.5 for me. Nets +2, and then I'm still I'm pretty sure I heavy lean with my guy right there on the Mavs and heavy lean on Pelicans as well. Just because everybody doesn't like it, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sprinkle some on the Pelicans. It looks easy, taking words, and it could be, but last stand Pelicans, man. I'm gonna sprinkle some. But Clippers top play -9.5. After that, Nets +2, man. Let's cash, my guys. We appreciate everybody for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe. We back tomorrow, more plays. Right now, I'm finna go look towards stuff for tomorrow, my guys. So everybody bet responsibly. Have a good day, man. Enjoy life. Be happy. We appreciate y'all. And we out.